nothing but fishing thing.
Welcome to another Nothing But Fishing. You join me at Shearwater Lakes in Wiltshire, and it's just down the road really from Longley. I've been there a couple of times, as you've seen. Never fished this lake before, so I've no idea what to expect. Well, all I do know is that there's a lot of fish in here, from £2 to mid-20s I think. Good stocking as well, but I don't really know what the bottom's like, what baits work, what tactics, so I'm only here for the night. I've turned up late afternoon, so I've got a couple of hours of light left until darkness, and I've got work tomorrow, so I'll be leaving in the morning sometime. So hopefully we'll have a few in the night, that's the plan. Don't really mind what size, it'd just be nice to have a couple of fish after a lot of blanks on the main lake recently. I'm actually fishing helicopter saps on both rods, something I haven't really tried. You saw it the midway through my last vlog, that I've put one on the left rod on main lake. Had a few touches and I like the setup, and it sort of combats the silt. So I thought I'd give it a try up here, just see how it picks up fish, if I do pick up any fish. So it sort of give me more of an idea of how it'll work on main lake. But yeah, stop rambling on. It's probably about 6 o'clock, so rod's been out 20 minutes, half an hour, so hopefully we'll have some quite soon before darkness. Well, they always seem to go off when you least expect it. This one caught me off guard while I was just relieving myself in the bush, but probably one of the smaller ones in the lake, about £2, so not a record breaker, but it saved me from the blank, and that was on the left rod, which just flicked down to mid-water. Let's get him back and hopefully have some of his bigger brothers and sisters. Right, well, I've been in contact with Steve from Cooking and Carping. He's fished this place before, so he knows more than me, and I've told him where I'm fishing. He's advised me that it's deeper the wood side, so to get a nice long cast if I can, where the water's a bit deeper, that's where the fish tend to hold up. So I'll listen to that advice, as I don't know anything better, and hopefully have another one. Right, well, I'd only just put that out, put the rod on the rest, just about to turn the camera off. The alarm wasn't even on, hanger wasn't even on, and absolutely ripped off. Cheers, Steve. Give me a hand. Will you give me a hand? Will you grab me the rod? Absolutely ripping off. Cool. It's gone all the way down there. Cool. You'll have to tighten up the bait runner. Cheers.
Yeah, there's one on there, mate. Oh, they're green. There.
Oh, Josh, don't make it on the day or just
Nah, just come over. You've been out here a lot, like long.
first ever session, these rods doing, oh, about 3 now. It's my
Really?
third. Never fished here before, but I'll have to do something.
They all cut?
Yeah.
It's quite a lot of bream. I hate this place for bream, that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first two have been cut. First one was about £2, that one's a little bit bigger. Honestly, this one is.
I think that was a bit bigger. I don't know, there is some big ones, like, there's quite a lot of £4 or £5 carp, but then there's loads of like 10 to £15 carp. There's a few bigger ones.
Yeah, it's got some 25s to 28s.
Yeah, there's probably some massive ones in there. Oh, that's a nice one, isn't it?
Well, I got the first fish that I caught in the mat here. It's only got £4 common, so I won't show you because he's extremely lively. I'll just try and get him straight back at the net. He's off. Right, well, as you just saw, this is the second fish I caught. This is off the right rod that went screaming off. Luckily there's some lads in a car just behind me, so I can shout over for one of them to come and give me a hand. It must have taken about 40-50 yards of line off into the lake. Beautiful fish though, as you can see, and like I said, probably just in the double figures. So that's fish number 3. So I don't think I'm going to get much sleep at this rate. I've had 3 fish now in under an hour. Beautiful fish though, so let's get him back. Bloody hell, that was manic. As you saw, cast the left rod out, which was this rig. I'll show you in a second. As far as I could, like I said, Steve told me to. PV bag on. The bag must have, I can't even think the bag would have melted that quickly, but it absolutely peeled off before I put the alarm or the hanger on or anything. And that was just, if the alarm was on, that would have been a complete one-toner. So awesome take on that one. And as I was playing that one, as you heard, the right rod, which was down on the margin, one-tonered as well, and that was the mirror. I'm out of breath actually. Right, rig-wise, this is what I had the first fish on, which I cast out as far as I could. Helicopter setup, like I said, I got probably about 2 ounce lead tied straight onto the main line. Some, I think it's Corda see-through tubing. 2 beads just to hold the rig in place. And the rig is just a combi rig, half and half, with a bit of putty in between, just to hold it down. So you've got, obviously got the stiff boom section, which holds it out from the lead when you're casting out. And then supple section, 2 pop-up corn with shot on the hair, just to make the hook a bit more heavy and fall into the fish's mouth. So that's what I had the first, well, my second fish on, but the first fish out of the double pickup, and that was out to mid-water. Sorry if I'm sounding out of breath, but I am a bit. This is what I had the second fish on, or my third fish, the mirror that I showed you. Same setup, 2 ounce lead, possibly a little bit heavier actually. Exactly same rig, only a bit more of the stiff section and then the supple section, and that's on a single boilie with pop-up corn, which by the looks of it has either got a bit mangled up in the net, or has been hacked to pieces by little fish before that went off. And that's on a helicopter setup as well. So good start to this new setup. All I can say is I think I'm not going to get much sleep tonight. So it's just starting to rain, so we'll get everything in, put the rods back out and try and catch my breath. It's been out a minute again. Does not take long at all to get a bite on here. This will be fish number 4 in about an hour if I get this in. Right, like you saw again, rod had been out about a minute this time, and it went off again. Biggest one yet, probably 12 pound I reckon. He's extremely lively too, as all of them are. Just going to get himself in trouble if he does that. There we go. Fish number 4. And I've been here an hour and a half probably now, if that. It's, I haven't even got the second rod back out yet. That first rod, put it back out after the double hookup, and it gone off again. So, don't know how long I'm going to be able to have 2 rods in the water. If this is what it's like in the evening, I don't know what it's going to be like at night. But yeah, nicest fish yet. And like I said, probably biggest one as well. Oh, so let's get him back. Well, this rig goes into a little bag like that, tiny catch carp PV bag, and flicking it as far as I can. I'm going to try and do a little test here, see how long it takes for it to go off. It could be that was just 2 one-offs sort of thing. and I won't get a run straight away, but let's see how quick it takes for this to go off. Right, so the rod's out. So there we go, rod is on the rest. Just been cast out. Let's see, will it go off as quick as the last 2 times? The answer to that question is yes. Although this one's a bream. Quite a hectic start. I've had 4 carp and 1 bream now, all in the space of hour and a half, I think it is. I've been rods out, so pretty hectic, and all of those have been putting out bags. When I put the right rod back out, because it's on a baited spot, I didn't put a bag on, and I haven't had a run. Same thing, I've just put the left rod out just as the hook bait without a bag on, and I haven't had a run. So I know it's only been out about 5 minutes, but the last 2 runs with a bag on I've gone off almost instantaneously. When I first got it, I put a rod out with no bag on, didn't go off. So I think that's already kind of a sign that PV bags with pellet in work. So I'm just gonna have a nice beverage, and I'll bring the rods in, unless it goes off now. Nope. Bring the rods in and put bags on, and if it goes off straight away, then I know almost definite that bags are the way forward. So yeah, I'll get the rods out in a bit. Cheers. Nothing on the end of it. Right, well it's 8:30 and the light is almost gone. It's very overcast and rainy, that's why it's got dark a bit earlier than a clear day. I just lost one on the right rod, it ripped off. Played it for about 30 seconds, sorry, and this hook came out. So not too bothered because it was banging like hell, so it was either a bream or a small carp. But no, good start to the session. Like I said, four carp, 1 bream. Let's just hope that the night brings some more fish. It's meant to get down to about 4 degrees tonight, so it's going to be quite cold, but if I'm catching fish then I'll be quite active anyway, so we'll see what the night brings, and yeah, I'll hopefully have a few in the night. I haven't done a night session since last summer, so looking forward to this. Should be good fun. I didn't actually think it's meant to be raining, so I wasn't too worried, because I've actually got a rip in this bivy at the back, so I hope that it doesn't get too much heavier, because otherwise it'll start coming in. But nah, it should be good fun. I mean, if today's anything to go by, the night's going to be pretty manic, so hopefully see you soon with a fish. Right, well as you can hear, the rain's coming down fairly heavily actually now. It's 9:05, so it's well and truly dark now. I've actually lost 2 on the right rod. That's the one that I've just got down sort of margin, I guess. Probably about a rod length off the bush to the right of me. That's on single boiling pop-up corn. when I first cast out there, I put a bed of pellet, just had a touch from one of the rods. I put out like a bed of pellet, and then put the rod on top of that. And the left rod, which I've just cast as far as I can out mid-water, has been completely dead, which is the one that I kept on getting the runs off almost instantaneously earlier. But that's gone quiet, and the right rod, in the last half hour, I've had 2 runs. They've both come off. Neither has felt very big. But yeah, that seems to be producing the pickups, and that's where the fish seem to be feeding. So if it carries on like that, I might move the left rod in closer or put it towards where that rod is, just to try and pick up a few. So that's the latest. Like I say, it's just got dark, so hopefully we'll have a few now. I don't know how much sleep I'm going to get, considering how frantic it was when I first got here early evening. So yeah, we'll see what happens for now. Cheers. Right, well, it's just gone 20 past 12 at night. I just finished watching a film on my laptop. I think it's time to go to bed. The temperature has dropped right off. It's probably pretty accurate, the weather forecast that I saw. It says I'm going to drop to about 4 degrees, and it is very, very cold. You can see the breath in front of your face. And trying to stay warm. I've got a lot of layers on, but time to get in the sleeping bag and snuggle up and try and get some sleep. Hopefully have a few fish in the night. But it's been pretty quiet since when I first got here, when it was pretty hectic. I've had a couple of touches on the right rod, but other than that, absolutely nothing. So I'm going to get in the sleeping bag, and hopefully I'll be having to get out of the bag in a hurry fairly shortly to get a fish. But yeah, until then, unless I have anything, see you in the morning. Firstly, I know I probably look absolutely horrendous. Although I had no fish last night, I also had virtually no sleep. The temperature dropped right down, so struggling to keep warm. But also I never tend to sleep well night fishing at all anyway. It's just not as comfortable, and you're constantly on edge thinking, is the rod going to go off? I didn't want to get too comfy just in case it did. But yeah, never mind. I've just got a bit more bait out on the right rod. Now it's a bit lighter, and I've already had a couple of touches on it. Left rod has been completely dead all night, well, same as both rods, but nothing's showing either. But there are quite a few fish showing further down towards the dam end, so I may wind that in and cast it down there. But yeah, very, very quiet night. And obviously I can't say if anyone else caught anything because no one else is on here, so I don't know if there's any other better spots to be fishing right now. But yeah, I've got a few hours this morning before I got to pack up and go home and go to work. That's going to be a fun shift. Feeling the way I am, no sleep and a few too many beers last night, not feeling at my best. But let's hopefully have a few fish to wake me
It's
up.
now 20 past 9 in the morning. It's bright sunshine, quite windy actually. The wind's picking up and pushing across my swim. And I've had 3 bream this morning. I haven't showed the camera because they weren't big and they're just bugging me. So no more carp today. I'm going to start packing away now as well. Absolutely knackered, and I got work at 12:30. So I want to get home, have a wash and rest a bit before I go back to work. So cheers for watching. Bit boring second half of the video, but a nice few fish at the start of the session for a first time here as well. I didn't do too badly, so cheers for watching. Hope you liked the video. Like it if you did. Subscribe if you haven't already, and find me on Facebook, Nuffinbutfishing. See you again. Yeah, I'll get the rods out in a bit. Cheers. I think that's one for the outtakes. Drink Beck's. It's refreshing and gives your nose a good clean at the same time.